Right, stay on the right side. No, left. Y'all's left side. Yeah. So, welcome back to my channel. Name is Jeffrey Daruna, and I believe my first video I kind of documented, wrote on my whiteboard about kind of like an introduction to my channel and like why I'm doing what I'm doing, and kind of like my starting point. That was about 2 weeks ago. So now I believe I have a clearer goal about what I want to do for this channel and what I want it to be about. I want it to be about my journey to $100,000 in net worth, not just assets, but net worth. So that includes my, obviously my assets, but it also includes my liabilities, such as debts. So, hope you guys are having a good. What's today? Saturday. Hope it's a good Saturday for you guys. But to start it off with, I believe last video I think I did mention my income. It was on the 7th I got paid about $2,106.95, and of course, the basis of this channel is that I'm a nurse, and I'm trying to document my financial journey as a nurse. But now the focus is that $100,000 net worth. So recently, about I think yesterday, I got paid about $2,157.29, which totals out to be about $4,264.24 for this month. Now that is little on the lower end for me because I am not able to pick up shifts at the moment. I'm currently on orientation, so the maximum I can do is 3 days a week. But yeah, so it has been a little bit of a rough month. I cannot lie, but I'm making it work. I'm making it work a lot better than I was before, for sure. So I'm happy about that. So my assets, I have it all detailed here. I have the amounts when it comes to my assets from the previous video. So my emergency fund is now $1,999.47, up from $1,700. Robinhood, looks like the stock market has taken a bit of a plunge, including crypto. So I did start with 5,900, but now we're down to 5,710, and that is despite investing about $210 into the stock market this month. Vanguard, this is my Roth IRA. I started with 43.55.19. Now we're at 44.58.78. My 401k for my job, I'm at $2,000. Well, I was at $2,996.88. Now we're up to $3,121.16. It's pretty good. With my crypto, not doing too well, honestly. That's okay. I've got 1,458, or rather, I used to. Now we're at $1,178.76. It's a $300 plunge. Yeah, and I have all my crypto money into stable coins, so it's a little rough out here. And then I added, because I made a goal for this last video. I added a property fund because I'm trying to save up for a house now. I'm just currently doing about $25 every Friday, so it's not nothing much, but I have other things I need to work down and pay down on before I can really contribute a lot to this. So currently we're at 150 of that as of today. So some little calculations for how much I have invested or saved this month. My emergency fund, so we got $210 on 1 week and then $210 the next 2 weeks, so that's $420. My property fund, it's $100 on 1 week, $25 in like the next 4 days, and then another $25 in the next week. So it's $150 for my property fund this month. So in my Vanguard, I have set up an automatic deposit for $100 every paycheck, and I want to increase that over time once I can get my my debts lower and increase my monthly income. But right now, I'm sticking to 100, and I will never touch that money. I will never change the automatic investment, no matter what happens. And then my Robinhood, I set it up to where I have a very diverse portfolio. I set it up to where I'm investing roughly $210 every month. Sorry, every 2 weeks, or basically every time I get paid. So $200 every time I get paid into like various ETFs, stocks, and crypto, of course, as well. And then going back to Vanguard, this is also $100 every paycheck as well. So every 2 weeks, I put in $100, which is about $200 a month. Yep. So my savings this month was $879.38, which it will increase next month now that I think about it, because this will double. The Vanguard will double because I only did a one paycheck this period. Robinhood will also double because I only did a one paycheck this period. Wow, that's a lot of money, but it's okay. We're gonna stick to it. We're gonna stick to it. So my assets on the first time in my first video, which is on the 7th of this month, November 7th, my asset totaling was $16,500.10. Now, today on the 22nd, I'm at $16,618. $16,618.17. So overall, we are up $118 on my assets, which I cannot complain, especially with how the market's been doing these past couple weeks. I'm not too sure what Trump is doing, but all you can do is fight through the storm, or dance through the rain, you know? All right, so on to my liabilities. You know, this is always the fun part, right? Liabilities, where you see where where you're messing up at, you know? So I'll go with my debts first. Got a personal loan for $6,000. Like I said before in my first video, that was a loan to consolidate all of my credit card debt with the lower APR, and so it'd be a lot easier to pay. And you know, if I still have the option to pay it more aggressively if I like, which I most likely do. Although the APR is only 7%, 7.23%, something like that, or sorry, 7.89%. So it's not the worst thing in the world, you know. But it's still debt, and knocking down debt will help me get to my $100,000 net worth goal. And then I've got my car loan, auto loan. I told you guys it's worth it. I'm not going back on word. It's still worth it. It's still $25,233.01. You know, I've just been making the minimum payment on it, which is like $447 every month, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm really right now my main focus is to get this property next year. So increasing my property fund is the only thing I really want to do right now, because I think that once I can increase my income, and I think having a property will help with that eventually, then I can do a lot better with paying down my debts. And this whole 100K net worth thing is not like a year long thing or a 2 year long thing. Like it's however long it's going to be. It's however long it takes me to get to where I want to be in life. And I'm not going to allow really like a lot of obviously I want advice from people that have done it before, or people that are doing it and know better ways to do things. But you know, I have a lot of my life kind of gone through living for other people and like making sure or trying to do things that I think that other people will like instead of doing what I want to do. And I have finally settled in who I am and what I want in life, and that is simply to not be broke. So we're here. Next, my student loan, $7,894.73. So I am currently not paying on that. I think I mentioned this last video. It is currently deferred because I am currently in school again for my bachelor's in nursing. So interest is not increasing, and I am not needed. I don't have to pay any payments until I'm done with my BSN. Until I'm done with my BSN. Sorry, I can't speak. But once I'm done with my BSN, I will pay that off aggressively. Well, actually, let me not lie. I need to compare the APRs, the interest rates, compared to like my personal loan, then I'll see what I'll do. But obviously, that's more content for another video. Then my last liability, my braces. I've got about $3,190.29 left on that. That I'm absolutely going to be continuing to pay the minimum payment on it. It started at $6,000 a year ago. It's already at $3,000. One more year and I'm done with it. It's all right. It's all good. But big thing. My total for my liabilities is $42,318.03. That sucks. Writing this down, it really put things into perspective for me about like how much debt I really am in. And, it's not even a lot of student loan debt, like how most Americans are. Obviously, it's mostly that car debt and then the credit card debt that I amassed. It builds a fire in me. It really shows me what I really need to do right now in order to live a better life in the future and not be as stressed. $42,000 in debt sucks. Okay. $42,000 in debt is terrible. It means that I really have no money. I am negative net worth, and I'm going to calculate that later. I am negative net worth right now. I am worth less than $0, and that's awesome, dude. I honestly, it's awesome. It makes me happy, that I am starting from such a low place, and I get to show you guys exactly where and how I'm going to get to where I want to get to. But going on with that, expenses. So from my last video, which was on the 7th, to today, 21st, 22nd, my expenses was $2,972.31. It's a lot. It's a lot, especially compared to my income. That means that, compared to my income and then the amount that I put up for saving this month, really doesn't leave me a lot of leg room, does it? I don't know. This month was weird. Honestly, these last 2 weeks, I spent a crap ton of money, and it was mostly bills. I got my car insurance, and what else? My braces, of course. But then there were a lot of unexpected transactions, and one of those being like paying for my brother's car note. I was not expecting to do that this month. Paying for brand new glasses, these are scratched up. I didn't expect to go to the appointment and get new glasses on the spot, and also did not expect for them to be almost $500. Okay, I was expecting a cool $200. No, $500. That's awesome, dude. So a lot of things really put a wrench in my gears, and yeah, it was just just a tad bit annoying, but that's why I'm here. Like I said before, if I'm not able to absorb like the random BS that comes at me in life, then I'm going to be stressed out all the time. So in order to get to that point where I can handle all the garbage that comes at me, I need to be doing this. I need to be increasing my income, decreasing my expenses, paying down my debts, and increasing my assets, because there's no other way. There's no other way to get ahead in life, and not in America. And I just need to be smart about everything that I do from now on. And these past 2 weeks have taught me a lot. I've been really sticking to my budget journal, and it has given me a lot more. It's made me happier in general, and I feel like I finally, for the first time in 26 years of my life, I feel like I have purpose. I really do. So, to continue, $2,972.31 in expenses this month. So far, November isn't over yet, so I will have a little bit more, but it's fine. In 2 weeks, I'll come with my expenses for the next 2 weeks. So, on to my balance. So, my income, it's That's fine. Yeah. My income was $4,264.24 for my. Honestly, I just have one job right now. So there's that. My balance. Sorry, and then we're gonna subtract my savings that I did this month. So that was $879.38, and so that's gonna give me uh, subtracting my savings, the savings that I put in this month from my income, right, is gonna give me my budget for this month. So this is the money, this is the free money basically that I have to spend for just this month alone. So that's $3,384.86. And then we're gonna take my expenses, which was the $2,972.31, subtract that from my budget, and that will give me my balance for this month, or what I have left over for the next 2 weeks or 1 month or whatever until the next time I get paid. And that is a measly, we're gonna put it in red because it's terrible, dude. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's a measly $412.55. Now, honestly, I really thought I'd have a lot more than that. Um, honestly, I thought I had over $1,000 to work with, but doing all this, looking at my expenses, looking at my liabilities, my debts, my income, it's all like it's a real eye opener. It's really humbling to know exactly where my money is going, to know to be quite frank with you, to know exactly how stupid I am with my money, and just to know exactly where I need to do better at. Which brings me to my next topic, my goals. So I still have about 5 more weeks on orientation for nursing, my nursing job. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to be picking up shifts, at least 4 a week. Or sorry, pick up at least one extra shift a week to increase my income. I'm going to be staying consistent with my YouTube channel. Obviously, this is more like a passion project, but if it turns out to bring me some sort of income, then that's cool too. I'm here to help people. I'm here to show people my journey, to show them, like, if you've got a decent job, or even if you don't, even if you have another job, somewhere that you like working, and you make money at, and you're still able to put away a little bit a month, I can still perhaps show people how to do that, because you don't have to have as much income as I do to do what I'm doing. But I want to stay consistent with my savings. So no matter what happens, I don't want to let up on and saving for my emergency fund, my property fund, my stocks, and my Vanguard. Never want to do that. And then, another thing that I did it. Honestly, I only did it for 1 week, but other than that, I barely ate out this month. And it was cooking and eating in. I made a 1 week meal prep, and that saved me a lot of freaking money. So, but then after that, my weeks got busy, and I just I didn't have the time to simply that. But it saved me a lot of money, and I'm going to continue doing it. It's really awesome. You just have to give the time up. That's all it is, just time. And then my final goal for the next 2 weeks or 1 month is to reduce my random expenses. So I care about my family a lot. I care about my friends and my loved ones a lot. But something that I do very often is pay a lot for them. Like I said with my brother, I'm happy I helped him with his car note, but it was a really big blow, an unexpected blow to my finances. I would have definitely had a lot more money. Helping my dad out was also a pretty decent blow. Fill up his gas, bought him groceries, gave him money for other things. All these things add up real fast for me, and in the end, I'm left having to deal with crumbs. So, unfortunately, I need to learn how to be more selfish. I need to learn that no one is coming to save me, and which I know that no one's coming to save me, but with that knowledge, I need to make sure that I stick up for myself and do what I need to do that's best for me. So with that, I'm gonna add up all of my assets and my liabilities, and that will give me my current net worth. And from now on, I will be doing this every 2 weeks to just see the progression and the growth that I can get, or that I can muster from just acting a little smarter. So let's see. I'm gonna do this in blue still. We're doing black. That's fine. Let's do it right here. So net worth. All right. I lied, guys. I lied. I'm sorry. I just I like everything to be color coded, in a certain way. I'm never gonna edit any of my videos because I don't want to. I want people to see like the real me. I'm really awkward. I'm really like I'm kind of done sometimes. Over here. All right. I'm doing blue. Net worth. And my assets currently $16,618.17. Okay. And then my debts. So I got to subtract it. So minus $42,318.03. So I'm gonna write it in red because it's negative, right? So whenever I get to a positive net worth, I start writing it in blue. That's right. I wish I had a green marker though. That'd be cool. I don't. All right. So we got $16,618.17 minus $42,318.03. So that gives my current net worth a whopping negative $25,699.86. Yeah, negative $25,000 is how much I'm worth right now, monetarily. And all I can do is work to bring that down by increasing my assets and decreasing my debts. And eventually, I will get to $100,000 in net worth. I will. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.